everyone, welcome back to the Raven Oracle with Monique and Anthony. Thank you so much for joining us, and just remember that when we do these readings together, they are timeless. So whenever you find it on your feed, this is for you. All right.
Yes, and welcome back to the channel. It's such a delight to be doing this for you. We really do want to help you grow and develop. And if this content has helped you in some way or inspired you or challenged you, the way you can repay us is by clicking like and subscribe. We want to keep doing these videos, and you know what? Just seeing people liking and subscribing gives us that little bit of extra encouragement that keeps us going as well.
Okay, so we are going to get stuck into our reading. We do realize that last week's reading went on a little bit long, but it was just for us to introduce ourselves again, and for me just to, get the channel going again, because I know it has been a while. And I've just included Anthony because he's a very powerful empath. He's very intuitive. He does his own tarot readings. And just also saying that if anyone is interested in private readings, there is an email address in the description box. Please remember that I will never reach out to you. If anyone does on my behalf, please know that that is a scam. Okay, it is not me.
And you can request who you want the reading to be done by. You can request Monique or Anthony, yes, because I'm also quite prepared to do readings. Monique comes to her readings with quite a strong intuitive side. My readings also have an intuitive side, but they also come with, backdoor coaching, as I call it. They also come with coaching as well. I bring in techniques and things that I use in my coaching. But if you're wanting really one that's just spirit all the way, Monique is the reader for you.
And all of Anthony's contact details, if you're interested in going to his YouTube channel, he does excellent coaching videos. Everything is in the description box, and his website is there if you want to go check it out as well. All right, so let's see what Spirit has for you at this time whenever you find this video. So let's have a look and see. So Anthony shuffles, and I'm going to cut the magic cutter. Oh. All right, and so we're just going to do our usual classic 4-card spread, and we'll explain as we go. Right. I hope you've got a cup of tea or coffee. Right, are you ready? Let's go. Okay. Anthony, do you want to turn over?
All right, so the first card, as we said last week, the first card is the energy of the week, which means basically, think of it as almost like an empty jigsaw puzzle. And this is the shape piece that's going to fit in the week. In other words, this is how you can fit your energy into the week for the best results and what is possible. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yes. What is possible for you this week? All right, so let's have a look. So the card of the week is
the moon.
The moon.
Okay, so the moon does deal a lot with intuition, paying attention to your intuition, your dreams. Usually when a moon appears in tarot, it's speaking about what's hidden, what isn't quite known yet, stuff that is still going to be revealed to you.
Yes, and you've got the two dogs in the moon card. You've got the wolf and you've got the dog. So two canines rather, but they represent the two sides of your nature. The untamed part of you and the tamed part of you. You see the yods, these are called yods falling from the moon, and those represents the presence of the divine or divine blessing, or the fact that the divine is raining down on you. The moon, if you notice as well, it's both kind of the moon and the sun combined into one. And so what makes this card quite powerful is it shows a lobster coming out of the ocean, and that's almost talking about the primeval coming out of the sea. And then it's going on this journey up into the mountain. The mountains always represent personal growth in the tarot. And so here we go, you're on this journey, but at this point of the journey, you're going through a very uncertain kind of phase, a very unsure kind of phase where You know how at nighttime and you see shadows and you're not quite sure what they are, and then you sort of are afraid because it resembles something else. That's what happens during a moon phase in your life, where things aren't quite clear, things aren't quite certain, and there's not a lot of clarity. You have to just walk with absolute trust. So I would say that the energy of this week is inviting absolute trust. You're on a journey. You are growing, you are developing, but things just aren't looking clear.
Yeah, and it's also to trust, if something is, you feel like something is guiding you down a certain path, or you're getting messages that are coming in, like synchronicities as well. Pay attention to those, because it's messages from Spirit. Spirit's trying to get your attention, trying to guide you, show you the way, because if you notice, the path is lit up, so you're not walking in the dark. And that path is lit up to show you that you are being guided and that you are being protected along the way. The towers normally in tarot represent protection. So, you are being taken care of at a time of perhaps uncertainty for you. All right.
Thank you for mentioning that, Monique. Yes, I kind of forgot the whole idea that, of the synchronicities. So that's quite important that you do pay attention, that it is a time to be ultra aware of what's happening around you and looking for those signs and synchronicities.
Absolutely. All right.
All right. So the second card, as we said, the second card is always reversed. And the reversed, basically, I suppose a good way of looking at it is when a card is upright, it's almost like the energy is going outward. And when it's reversed, it's focusing inward. So let's have a look at the reversed card.
Yeah, the four of Wands reversed. It kind of ties in with this card, I feel, because normally upright, fours represent balance and harmony and support. Like, for example, you can see those two towers on either side of the moon card, and here you've got the ones that are on either side of this portal. So whenever you see archways and doorways and things like that in tarot, it means that there's the potential for you to step through into a new reality. So reversed, what I'm feeling, Anthony, you can also chip in just now. What I'm feeling in this reversed card is that you're on the cusp of stepping through into something new. So the moon card ties into that, is because you're not quite sure, you can't see things clearly yet. You feel that something is about to emerge or about to be revealed to you, but it's not 100% clear yet. And the reverse of this card is saying, what I'm also getting is that perhaps it's not quite the time yet. You are like in a preparation stage before you step through into something new in your life, and you still need a little bit more information before you actually progress and step through into that new phase in your life. Anthony, what do you feel?
Yes, the Four of Wands for me is also a lot about homecoming. You see there's people there waving their garlands at him, welcoming you home. You notice that the wands are on a stage, and that represents the play of life, so to speak. And so the Four of Wands upright is a homecoming, and it's an encouraging card, and it's people welcoming you home. It's about getting that external validation. Now with the moon card, the thing is with the moon card is that you might be feeling like the things that you could rely on, the things that were quite clear in your life that you could rely on, you can't really rely on them anymore. And the Four of Wands is warning you that external validation that we all crave so badly is really not going to be there. And like last week's reading, it's saying that you are feeling quite alone. Maybe in this context, it's perhaps your family members that aren't giving you the recognition that you deserve, or colleagues that are not giving you the recognition you deserve. You're not feeling you're getting the encouragement that you need to make the changes that you need to make. So this is saying, listen, you have to start looking within for that encouragement, because it's only within that the messages of the divine are going to hit you. Yes, you might get synchronicities externally, but in this case, it's saying, listen, you've got to start spending time just dropping into that space where you can feel that inner encouragement, and listen for that still small voice that says, you know what, keep going, you can do it, you'll make it, you can achieve what you want to achieve.
Yeah, because normally the upright is people like cheering you on, come, but because it's reversed, I kind of get this things are still, they're not quite ready for that stage yet. You're still in that preparation stage, you're still on the journey, you're still seeking clarification. And perhaps some of you are a little fearful. Maybe it's something that you haven't experienced before. Maybe you're on a journey that you've never been on before. So there's just, Spirit is just saying, just slow down a little bit. Don't rush ahead too much. Trust that you are being protected, that you are being guided as you go step by step along your path. And when the time is right, you will be stepping through into that new reality with all the resources available to you that you need. All right.
Yes. Just to add to what you're
absolutely
saying, it's very important that you realize in this stage of your life that just because things aren't clear, and maybe even the encouragements and guidance you are getting isn't that clear, doesn't mean it's not happening. It really is a time for you to, I'm feeling this quite strongly, that this is a time for you to trust.
Yes. Trust the process. Okay. Can I turn the next one?
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is what you need to be focusing on. Death card. So now, okay, people who are used to our viewers that are used to tarot, you understand that the death card is not a doom and gloom and, oh my goodness, everything's gonna, is bad.
And it doesn't mean that someone's going to unalive, as we're supposed to say on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
Unalive. It's not talking about that at all, because have you noticed in movies, whenever they have like a tarot scene,
it's
and
always
they draw the card, and it's like the death card, and it's like,
and then lightning strikes.
Yeah, someone's gonna unalive or something like that.
Yeah, it's such nonsense. I mean, the death card
such a bad name.
I know death card is always misrepresented. I think I've only seen one movie where the person is actually given the correct interpretation of death that I can remember, like once.
Are we allowed to say death?
Yes, no.
Are we?
Yes, yeah. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. Well, we say the death card.
I know.
Anyway, okay, so getting back to the reading, it does tie in with this, because the death card is about the ultimate ending of something old. Okay, it's like the death of something old and the complete rebirth, the rising up, the becoming something new. Maybe some of you are even trying to reinvent your whole life, trying to reinvent yourself. And this is a confirmation card that you are on the right track. That, your old life is ending. Your old life is you leaving it behind. And if some of you are questioning whether you should be leaving something behind, this is saying absolutely. Old relationship, old job, anything that is no longer giving you what you need in your life, it is time to end it, because a rebirth, complete new everything is promised you in this death card. So it's a very exciting card. I always like the death card because it's just about renewal and rebirth.
Yeah, as a Scorpio, I really love this card, because it's the ultimate transformation card. Thing is that, you've got two major arcana cards in the reading so far. And what that tells me is that there are bigger things at play in your life at the moment. You see, death card, it's not something you should do more than it's something you should just surrender to, because it's saying that transformation is happening. It reminds me of when I was a child. There was this amusement park, and there was this this car ride that we would go on, and this little plastic car that you would sit in would go along these tracks, and it had a steering wheel on it, and you could turn the steering wheel, but all it would do is it would just jiggle the car. You
didn't have real control.
You wouldn't
over
actually
it.
change the direction of the car, but
Yeah.
it would just make the ride bumpy. And it was like, you know, if you try to take control of it, it would just get bumpy. And that's, to me, is what the death card is about, is you can try and take control, but you know, control in a negative sense. You can try and take control. It's just going to make things bumpy. So with the death card showing up here, you've got the moon card, which is a major arcana card, which is a process that you are going through, and the death card, which is a process you're going through. And then you've got the 4 of Wands in the middle, which is saying, you know, you have to look within and surrender to what's going on within. So here is an opportunity, because it kind of lets you off the hook in a sense, because it means that there's not a lot you can do about what's happening in your life other than just going within and not expecting to get that external validation or encouragement, but just surrender to the process and allow the transformation to happen.
I want to show you something in the card. Okay, you can see here there are 2 towers again.
It's the same.
Right, so you got the 2 towers with the sun rising up behind them. So again, Spirit is just affirming again that you are protected. You are being shown the way to a brighter future. You are being shown the way to a future that you desire with your whole heart, but and it is a bright future. It is a better future for you. And as Anthony was saying, to trust the process. That, you know, in every single one of these cards, you've got this supportive energy on you know, that is flanking you, as it were, and guiding you and showing you the way. And when you just trust and allow things to unfold naturally and pay attention to the messages that are coming in and the synchronicities that are coming in, just believe that you are on the right path right now. So if any of you are vacillating a little bit and you're not sure, this is your confirmation that you are where you need to be, and that you just need to keep going, and you are being guided and protected. So it's a lovely confirmation.
If I just take a closer look at the card, a couple of things jump out at me. You've got a priest, you've got a king. That's a king, because you can see his crown there, and you've got a child. I think, is that a child and its mother? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And so what this is talking about is a total transformation. So the things that had control over your life, the systems that you lived your life by, the personal religions that you had. I'm not talking about spirituality here, but the systems of control that you had in your life. Everything is breaking apart. The fact
but
that
for good.
But you know, it's always for good. It really is always for good. The fact that the horse is not galloping but walking says that this change is a process and it's going to happen. And you see on the back here, we've got a ship on the river, and the river represents emotions. And so it's saying that this is not a physical thing. It's an emotional journey that you're going on right now. And those of you who are watching this tarot reading will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that you are going on. It could be quite painful. It could be quite uncomfortable, but it's something that has to happen. So don't be afraid. Don't worry. Don't stress out. You have to learn to go with it and allow it to happen. Because then what's going to happen is...
Right, outcome card. Here we go. Oh, wow, look at all this major
arcana card. And it's the devil card, another one of those
where people are like, whoo-hoo.
Scary cards. But the devil card is actually, sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, you go.
The devil card is actually probably one of the least scariest cards in the deck, because what people don't understand about the devil card, because when you look at the devil card, what you notice straight away is this awful kind of beastie there. But there are demon, beastie.
Devil.
But there's a couple of things that stand out about the devil card. One is that he's doing this, the Spock sign, but that's actually it's actually from the Jewish religion.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing. And that's how it ended up in Star Trek. But it's a blessing card saying that it's saying that look closely, there is a blessing hidden in this card, because in this card you've got people who are slaves to their own passions. And
which also could represent your past,
well,
like things of your past or things of your present that are keeping you trapped.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you notice that the chains are very loose around the people's necks, which is saying that the devil doesn't actually have any control over these people. He's only giving them the illusion that he has control over them. So they have the opportunity to take off the chains. And I think in the context of this reading,
it's very clear.
Saying that is the purpose of all of this, is for you to wake up and realize that the chains that are holding you, the things that are binding you, you have full power to remove those things and be free. It's really up to you.
It's what I said also earlier, I really feel that this is a journey for you. And this is when I turned the devil card over, I definitely got a sense that there is something that you are leaving behind.
Yes.
Where, whatever that is, whatever that represents to you, it can be anything that is no longer giving you what you need, that is dragging you down, that is keeping you back. And the devil card is always it's a card about choice, so typically, tarot readers will say it's like if you have an addiction, you have the power to break the cycle of addiction, break the cycle of negative thinking, break a cycle. So it could be that your cycle or your addiction is trying to keep is whatever forces, whatever it could be your thinking that or your emotions that are keeping you trapped in the past, and you are wanting to go on this new journey of reinvention and changing your life. And the devil card is saying you have the power to give yourself what you desire. You have the power to remove the chains, as it were, off your neck and set yourself free from the past. Set yourself free from the things that you no longer want, from the relationships and the job and whatever it is that you don't want. And there's so much massive energy here because it's 3 major arcana cards. So it's like, the spirit is really trying to get your attention about you letting go and putting to death old things so that your journey is going to lead you to a bright new future, but the choice is yours at the end of the day.
So there is a major transformation happening in these cards, and
huge transformation.
One thing that's just come to me, especially with the presence of this reversed 4 of Wands, is it's very possible that there are people, could be family members, could be friends, could be just people that you really need to now let go of. Relationships that are past their sell-by dates, relationships that are keeping you stuck in the old you. Because as Monique was saying, in these cards, there's a journey that's happening, there's a transformation that's happening, but the devil card is saying, well, there is something that you need to let go of that is still holding you back, but you're going to do that. And maybe this reading is the nudge you need. And maybe you've been wondering about certain people in your life that are toxic and you need to let them go. And so this is your confirmation to let those people go. And you don't have to be nasty about it. You don't have to be cruel about it. You just simply have to just start setting some boundaries and walk away. And so do you want to say something?
Yeah, no, this decision to take the chains off your neck, okay, as it were, to set yourself free, is going to, it's a gift that you're giving yourself. It is something that you have to give yourself if you want your life to advance and evolve. And you're doing it for yourself, and it doesn't actually, it's no one else's business if I can put it plainly. You know, you have your life to live. You are an individual. Yes, you have family, you have friends, but you're still an individual. You have your own dreams, your own desires, your own journey that you're on, and you cannot live your life for other people. You have to make a decision. This is what I want. And sometimes it requires you to leave those people behind and to go on a journey of self-discovery and reinvention and evolution, because there are going to be people in your life that are not going to evolve with you. I mean, that does happen at the end of the day. Okay, I've experienced that. No, Anthony has, I know.
Yeah. Look. It's almost like a what do we call it? A rite of passage, I suppose.
Yeah.
So to summarize what we're seeing here, there's definitely a journey happening, a journey of transformation. It could be that you just need to go inside for your own validation and encouragement, and that's what the Four of Wands reverse is saying. Or it could be that you have relationships that are actually stopping you from making the changes you need to change. But the devil is saying that that power to make those changes is within your hand.
Yeah, it's
the
your
transformation's going to happen.
Yes.
Either way, whether it's smooth or difficult is up to you. You have the chance and the choice to make whatever change you need to change.
Yeah, we are going to leave it there. Otherwise, we can just go on all day.
Yeah, we
really
can.
could.
We can. And this is
but you don't have time for that.
the card at the bottom.
Okay, we sometimes look at the card at the bottom, just because it's just as in like an additional
As a confirmation.
Card. It is. It's. I think it's a card. Sometimes this card is about procrastination. You know, like feeling like you're being held back and not actually getting going on the journey, because the knights are always about to embark on a journey. All right, they're heading off on a mission, and this card is it's actually ties in really nicely. This is actually, like Anthony was saying earlier, this horse is actually moving. The horse of the death card. This one is standing still. So this is like saying you need to continue moving. Just keep moving, keep trusting, know that you're protected, and it's the end of procrastination. Okay.
If I fit this card into the reading, what I'm seeing here is that, you know, you've got the oak leaves, which represent wisdom, and you've got the plowed field. It's almost like he's going
Seeds
to
of
sow. He's going to sow his pentacle in the ground. What I'm getting is this is a card of process and patience. This is a card of surrendering to the greater forces of life and tapping into the wisdom, you know, tapping into that inner wisdom. So this card is really saying that this is going to require steadfastness, courage,
And patience.
patience.
You know, don't be afraid
Keep
of
going.
that patience.
Keep going, but surrender to the greater processes. Surrender to these greater processes that are happening, because if you start trying to control it and make things happen quickly, you're going to be disappointed and frustrated. You really have to slow down and basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Slow down, but at the same time, keep going.
Yeah, just one step at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us. Please leave a comment. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you know you enjoy these partner readings. Okay, I do have my shorts, so there are playlists, there are shorts for you to watch. Please, again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, help us grow, help more people see us. Anthony, do you have a last word? Or?
Yeah. So go check out my video on reclaiming your mind. It's live now. And this week I'm going to be posting another exciting video on reclaiming your health, which is going to be chock full of information to help you live the best life possible. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.